Thank you for watching today's video. I want to come in here before real quick and let you guys know I need to start putting disclaimer for a few. I do have an introduction that I've taken off of my last couple videos and it is going to come back on, but I also want to put a disclaimer on some of my videos because my videos are about to be more raw. I have had a lot of things in my head that I haven't said for at least a decade, and I'm ready. And I know there are a lot of sensitive people, especially in today's world. So if you are someone who is still working on your discernment and maybe you don't like hearing certain things, then maybe this video is not for you. But thank you for watching. I do want to note, I love all people and I have respect for all types of groups. You're gonna hear me talk a lot about religion. It's because I'm friends with all the gods. So when I think of religion, whatever. But I do want to say beforehand, I love all of I love it all. Okay. And I don't say that for me. I'm saying that because I want you to understand the things that I talk about are not to be mean toward anybody or any group. I just talk about my personal experience and what I think that means because I've gained knowledge all across different cultures and time. And I'm still growing that knowledge. So if you have something to add to it, I'm all ears because I love learning. It's one of my favorite things to do. And I'm looking for like minds. So again, thank you for watching today's video. Thank you for watching all my content. And like I said, discernment, keep calm, and carry on. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I am Shayla Jade. This is Chocolate Cake 101. So first of all, happy spring, happy eclipse, happy full moon, happy new moon, happy birthday, all of that. Happy New Year. A lot has happened. A lot has been going on. It's been a great time. I really want to do a video. I've been trying to do this video for over a week now. Before that wonderful eclipse on the 8th. So maybe like a week and a half now. I've been in the house, in the car, in a forest. Sound quality. That's okay, because we're here. Thank you for watching. I'm Shayla J. This is Chocolate Cake 101. Today's video is going to be, as you saw the title, about, well, first of all, my titles specifically recently are very clickbaitish, but I'm serious in what I'm trying to say. So we're talking about, with everything that's been going on in our world, really in the past recent decades, but even more specifically with the turning of time that's been going on recently, I really wanted to talk about why you need a God, why you need faith, why you need something. Because I feel like there's so many people around here walking around scared, walking around anxious, not understanding what's going on, not really knowing what's going on, not having faith in the things that they said they were going to have faith in and believe in anyway. So I have friend groups from atheists to all different types of religions, all different types of denominations within their religions. I mean, literally all over, including spirituality, like New Age, including philosophical ideas, and just even like ways of life. I have friends from everything. So this video is literally for everybody, including you, okay? Including you. So what I'm referring to, let's just go over. I made notes because there's just so much to talk about and I could just do it in video after video after video after video. But what I want to talk about with the past events of like the eclipse, for example, the economy, the talks of, with the election year, with world wars or conflicts with other countries, or what's going on with the US dollar. You hear survivalists talking about a doomsday or even a zombie apocalypse because of an outbreak, which we didn't care about before the pandemic, but now we're like, dang, this might be a real thing. Then you have religious and spiritual extremists of all different types of kinds talking about the end of the world and the alien invasions. And there's just so much craziness that I can understand people being anxious and afraid if you don't understand who you are, if you don't understand what's going on in the universe. Now, I'm not going to go and talk to you about what I do specifically, because like I said, this is for everyone, and I am not here to tell you who you should believe in, who you should be worshiping. I just kind of want to give you some guidelines, because some of you guys do so much and you get so little, and it's sad. I mean, my Kane's dad just sent me a video the other day about some beautiful spiritual woman who, I guess some spiritual influencer who, after the eclipse, she was really obsessed with the eclipse, and after it, she unfortunately unalived her family as well as herself. And people want to blame this group or that group and what you should be doing, because the girl who posted it was talking about why people should go back to organized religion. And she was basically saying that spirituality, specifically like New Age, I hate to call it New Age because it outdates every religion, but New Age spirituality was too powerful for people and they should just go back to an organized religion. And I understood what she was saying, but you don't tell people to run from themselves. You don't tell people to run from God. You don't tell people to run. Y'all be so scared of what you call demons, not understanding that you got demons around you all the time. You're a demon half the time. We talk about, what is it, karmics? The biggest karmic is yourself. People stand in their own way and then blame a devil, but that's not what this conversation is about. I also want to go into, I forgot to mention, with NASA and what they're doing in outer space and the CERN machine or the Collider, whatever the machine is in Switzerland they call. But yeah, so there's so much going on, and people always want to fearmonger. I think since I've been alive, there's always been some catastrophic event that was the end of the world and you have to prepare for it and da-da-da-da. And to be honest with you, I'm not saying that the world's not ending. I'm not saying that things aren't going to come to an end, because time changes everything and time is always changing. So yes, there is an end coming, or there is a beginning coming, a new beginning. They call it the age of Aquarius. But I'm not going to sit here and fearmonger. I'm not going to sit here and not live my life. I'm not going to sit here and not do my hair. I'm not going to sit here and be afraid. So let's talk about this. For some reason, by design, there is a human complex of paranoia when it comes to life in general. If you haven't realized, a lot of religions are based around, if you don't do this, you're going to go to hell. If you don't do this, a God is going to strike you down. If you don't follow these rules, these sins, you're not living life right. You're a test that you have to pass, or there's consequences. But yet they talk about free will. Free will is so manipulated, so we're not even going to talk about that on this video, even though I don't understand how you can give someone consequences with a free will, because free will with consequences is coercion. It's not free will. And I think a lot of people have forgotten that. But that's not what this video is about today either. I do have some videos coming that talks about manipulation in religions and manipulations in ways of life, because we talk about gaslighting all day when it comes to relationships, but it's the same with everything. So check back for those videos. If I've posted them, then you'll see a link above. If you haven't seen a link above, I haven't posted the video yet, but so just stay tuned for that. But so yes, I call it a paranoia humanity complex, where we use fear and fear-mongering to drive people to do what we want to do. And I talked about this the other day. It is the easiest thing in the world to control someone through their faith, because faith is something that cannot be seen, tasted, touched, heard, or smelled. So you can manipulate somebody who might not have a strong faith into believing what you want to believe. And that's been literally the basis of a lot of the things that have gone on in the world. I will even say the things that have gone on with melanated beings in slavery, or whoever in slavery, because so many different groups have been enslaved. But one of the easiest way to enslave someone is first take away their perception of their God. If you can find a weakness in their belief, then you can break everything. It's crazy out here. Okay, so there's this book. I was walking in this bookstore in Durham, North Carolina. This might have been like 7-8 years ago. And I ran across this book. Thrift stores are the best for wonderful ancient books that are really cheap. I came across this book. I don't have it with me in my storage in High Point. But the book is called Pronoia. It's been talked about on the internet a few times. I might post a photo. I might not. Whatever. But the book is called Pronoia. It's the antidote to paranoia. Basically, it is the belief that the universe is always conspiring in your favor. It is the belief that everything is working out for you. The book is very cool. It's very thick. It has lots of pictures from different cultures, and it explains why and how the universe loves you and things are working out for you. Now, in so many religions, when it talks about a God that loves you unconditionally, you would assume that, yeah, things are working out for me. But those very same religions that tell you that you are loved by the Creator also damn you to hell. So I understand why people are confused about their faith and things like that, because you're not giving the knowledge, you're not given the confidence. You're just told that it's somebody else's will and the power is not in your hands. And guess what? It doesn't matter if you put the power inside of you or outside of you, because the power is the power. So whether you believe the power is within you or whether you believe the power is outside of you, it's your faith that makes you whole. And that is exactly what Jesus Christ, my homeboy JC, said. It is your faith that makes you whole. That's Christ consciousness, by the way, which is the whole theme of the whole Age of Aquarius cycle. It is your faith that makes you whole, Christ consciousness. Sorry, the video cut off and I had to keep going. We had to cut it back on. So whether you believe in pronoia, that things are working out for you, you can always look up the book, probably on YouTube. You can get more information about it somewhere. But whether it's the book, whether you believe in pronoia, or you would prefer to believe in what most people believe in, which is I have to do things this way, and if I don't, there are consequences, and the universe is watching me and testing me, and I only have a shortage of time, and blah blah blah. You can believe whatever you want to believe. You can believe what you want to believe. I said it already, but this whole paranoia versus pronoia thing, I should say rather, paranoia in your faith is a systematic approach to make you think that you are inferior. Humans, there are several different types of humanoids, but humans are, by design, made to think that we are inferior to the rest of the universe. So everyone else is gods, everyone else can come to us, everyone else can shapeshift, everyone else can do all these things, but you're human, you can't do shit, you're weak. You're at the mercy of gods, and you better hope that you pick one. It's interesting, is it not? So everyone else can do it, but we can't. What is it? My people shall perish from the lack of knowledge. The things that you cannot do and the things that you believe are because you have not gotten to that potential in your brain power yet. There is a saying that we human beings only use 10% of our brains. They said that's actually not a true saying. However, they say that is not an accurate statement. However, it does go to show that we don't use much of our brain at all. And through using more of your brain, you will have access to more power. That's also not what this video is about. What I'm only saying that to say, humans are taught that we are only human and that we're weak, but everyone else can. Like, we have to worry about aliens coming. We have to worry about, anyway, like, are we at the bottom? Are we at the bottom of this chain when it comes to other species from other planets or from other places, if you believe in that? Not even that, not just other planets, but like spirits. Are you at the mercy of other spirits? The ones that come into your bedroom or the ones that you see in the corner at your house? Like, this whole fear-mongering amongst human beings and fear-mongering in general has to be looked at a different way, because to me, it just looks like gaslighting and manipulation. You can just as well say, I am powerful. You can just as well say, God's got my back. And that's my next point. Because people say they have faith, they say they have power, but when it's time to have faith, when it's time to have power, they have none. And I'm talking about with everything. I'm talking about with getting sick. I'm talking about with making money. I'm talking about in love. I'm talking about with your children. But even today still, I'm talking about a doomsday or a zombie apocalypse or a falling of an economy. You fear things that you say that you have faith, but then you don't have faith. And again, I understand, because a lot of times we don't understand what faith looks like, or what will be okay or will thrive looks like. But you have to understand, where there is ebb, there is flow. So someone will always be on top. So this really is about knowing who you are, knowing about what you want. I talk about spirituality all the time. In religion, there are over 5,000 religions. So you can choose a God. Go ahead. Or you can choose yourself. It really doesn't matter. You can even think that you are God. You can even understand that everything is the same and we're all one, as within, as without, as above, so below. So now we get into spirituality and religion, because we talk about faith, right? If we're prepping for some type of doomsday, right? I'm trying to use my hands. if we're prepping for a doomsday or, as you know, a zombie apocalypse, a falling of an economy, a comet taking us out, fire, rain. Oh wait, we promised that it wouldn't be rain anymore. So how many earth elements are there? So we got fire, which the eclipse was a dragon eclipse in Aries. So we have fire, we have air, and we have earth, because we already used water. And God promised no more water. So there's other way. I can get y'all this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Let me stop. I'm very, guys, I joke a lot. You could take what I joke about seriously or not. It really doesn't matter to me. The universe that takes care of me is just as funny as I am. We talk about spirituality and religions all the time. I do. We isn't me. They say there's what, like over 5,000 religions, and then spirituality we can just keep going, because you can be spiritual in so many different ways. It's infinite. Spirit is everywhere and everything. I say this very loosely. One day it's going to get me in trouble because I know someone's going to be mad about what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. If there are 5,000 different gods and you get to choose a God that's going to protect you in exchange for something, for worship, which worship is your energy and your focus, by the way, then I would go for a God that would offer me protection now, not promise it to me later. And I would also go for a God that would answer my questions and not tell me maybe, or not to ask questions, or not to test or anything, because it just doesn't make sense. Like, if this were a partner in a romantic relationship, your friends would be telling you to run. But that's not what this video is about at all. Not right now. Like, that's coming later. I got a whole video coming about that. That's not for today. Spirituality, or spirit, because I'm talking about something that we can have faith in, right? Spirituality, and I don't get, again, you can do whatever you want. Spirituality is very vast. It's basically faith in something that you might not be able to observe with your five senses. See, taste, touch, hear, or smell. See, taste, touch, hear, smell. Yes. You may be, but you may not be. And that's what faith is. It's an innate knowing through your soul or through your spirit. When it comes to having faith, faith is not just about in a God, or faith in your peace, or faith in your power. Actually, it is. That's exactly what it is. Faith in your peace and your faith in your power in every in every topic. So we're not just talking about faith in God, that God is here and that God is a creator and that he will save you. But we're talking about faith in your bills being paid, faith in you not getting sick, faith in your relationship, faith in, I don't know, you making a home run when you go up to bat. Like, you can have faith in anything, but most people doubt themselves and they think that it is separate from faith. It's not. This is self-concept. You have to trust that whatever you're doing is going to work out for you to the best that it can work out for you. That is exactly what pronoia is, that everything is always working out for me, that everything is conspiring in my favor. Now, this is not just a wishy-hopey shit. Hope and faith are two different things. There is no such thing as faith of a mustard seed. There's no such thing as small faith, because even the smallest of faith is still at 100%. Do you hear what I'm saying? Faith means I know. It doesn't mean I hope. You're not thinking. You're not wishing upon a star. It's not a maybe. It's an I know. And faith transcends time and space. So it's always now. Do you hear what I'm saying? So you either have faith or you don't. You either are or you aren't. You either know or you don't. And from my experience, everything that you have had faith in, like 100% knowing in, comes into fruition. It's when you hope and you think and you wish that things get a little muddled. And that's what I think a lot of religious beliefs confuse, because we want to put the power outside of ourselves, which is fine, because you can do it. You can do that. It's not a problem. But then we also don't have faith in that power, whether it's like telling somebody to do something and not sure if they're going to go do it or not. That's what it is. Ooh, that's what it is. So either do it yourself and have faith in you, or let someone else do it and have faith in them. But either way, we don't have faith. And what that looks like when you have faith are the universe bringing you opportunity, I'm trying to let my fingers show. The universe bringing you opportunity. The universe bringing you favor. The universe, God, whoever you want. You get opportunity, you get favor, and you get perfect timing, which is my favorite one. Everything just is right on time for you. And that goes for zombies. That goes for an alien invasion. That goes for new genetically modified robots or androids. Like, it goes for anything. Damn, it's crazy out here. I just realized that. There's a lot going on. That goes for mental and emotional experiences as well. There's a lot of people that are confused about who they are. And that's because confusion and faith aren't the same thing. They live on two different planes. You cannot be confused and have faith at the same time. And it's okay to be confused, but confusion should only live for a short amount of time, and you should not live in confusion. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to gain clarity, and that starts with knowing who you are and having faith and seeking knowledge and working on yourself continually. Again, that's another video, but I'm just pointing out how you can have faith, because it's hard to have faith without having confidence. And so you have to have the confidence first before you can have faith. And I feel like I'm rambling, so let's go on. That covers my next topic, which is believing without faith, which is really not believing. And then choosing a God, we talked about that. I also talked to you guys about no middleman, you versus the universe, which is like New Age spirituality, which New Age is really old age, because like I said, it's the oldest unorganized religion. Oh, wow. I'm at the end. So now what? Where do we go from here? So first of all, the first thing I said was, I'm not here to tell you who you should believe in and what you should be doing. You do you. It doesn't matter what you do. Like I said, it's your faith that makes you whole. So the first thing that I would start doing is finding out what you want to believe in. When I was a Christian, I was still very discerning about what I believed God was telling me. I got baptized in 2014. I had wanted to get baptized my whole life. My mom got baptized. I thought it was a cool ass thing. And when I got baptized, I felt disgusting because the deacon had all these rules that I had to follow. And I don't even think he was sure about these rules. And I felt like I had gotten duped once I got baptized. Like, oh, they tricked me. They feared me. They fear-mongered me into getting baptized with their church at that time. Because I wanted to get baptized. Good, story time. Real quick. I wanted to get baptized my whole life, like I said. But this was a Thursday. The next day was Good Friday. And that Sunday was Easter, so Passover. And the deacon was telling me that if I didn't get baptized right then and there, that if I died before Passover, I was going to go to hell. And I sat there and was like, oh my God, pour the water on me. So I felt really bad. I was in bed for 3 days. I'm telling you, crying. I was angry with God and Jehovah. And I was telling him, if you love us so much and you want the best for us, then why are there so many confusing stipulations to your kingdom? Because I'm hearing 144,000. I'm hearing don't sin. I'm hearing before marriage. I'm hearing all this shit. So if you really love us unconditionally, which stipulations aren't conditions anyway, but if you really love us unconditionally, what is this? That's actually the beginning of what you guys see now, that spiritual journey. There was this feeling that came over me that you guys would later call communication, because communication through higher realms are nonverbal. But it was this feeling of just do your best. I got you. You're good, Shayla. Like, I just, all the pressure just came off of me. And I realized so much about God, spirituality, the universe. It's not complicated in the same way that everyone makes it seem. So like I said, the first thing I would understand is, what do you want? What are you trying to do? And I would start having more intimate relationships, with whoever you feel your creator is. I had a girl ask me the other day about my spiritual ritual that I did a couple years ago. She wanted to know exactly what the ritual was. And I told her some of the things that I use, because I don't even do rituals like that anymore right now in my life. But I told her, like, the number one thing, honestly, is faith. And the more faith you have, the more you practice your faith, the stronger that it will be. So confidence. Because like I said, faith is faith. But the more you practice it, the stronger that it gets. Talk to the people around you. I honestly believe that I have a team of spiritual beings that are around me at all times. And when I tap into them, magical things happen. And when I forget about them, I trip, I stumble. And it's okay, because it's a process, right? This is life. Life be life. But practice talking to whatever you believe in on an intimate level, not the things that you think will keep you in alignment with heaven, but you know, God created perversion. God created everything. So that means he created perversion too. Talk to God. Talk to them. Talk to your higher self. Talk to that person in the mirror. Talk and tap those intimate conversations. Ask questions. We need to be talking about our bodies and our minds and what we think and all the craziness. I had a conversation about porn the other day. Dead ass. Found out a lot. I'm going to do a video. If you see the link, I did the video. But very interesting. Very interesting, because I used to be... Anyway, so, what speaks to you? Oh, when you're obtaining your knowledge, be open-minded, but use discernment. I've said this all the time. You can hear information without letting it piss you off. It doesn't mean you have to choose a side. You don't have to hear something and think, is it good, bad, right, or wrong? It's just information. And at the end of the day, you can use all the information to connect the dots. That's all you have to do. So you don't have to get angry. Some of y'all right now, you need to hear that because you're typing right now something nasty on my damn page. You don't have to get angry. If it doesn't align with what you want, then don't. Then it doesn't align with what you want. And that's okay, because this is a universe full of so many options. Infinite options, not just one. And that's what we have to understand. There's no one way to do anything. So if you hear something that you don't like, don't let it bother you. You don't have to practice not getting pissed off because you don't like what you hear. And there are groups of us that are better at it because we have gone through 400 years of being told that we were inferior, that we were stupid, that we were nothing. I'm talking about women and Black people, by the way. And we're not the only ones. But what I'm saying is, when you have practice not believing things, not letting it bother you, like sitting at a table and hearing somebody say something stupid about you and not letting it bother you, that's where you have to get to. But then there are groups who were on the top, and if you said something bad about them, they were allowed to be upset. That's a weakness. Get your emotions out of it. Especially now, we are in the age of Aquarius. That is the age of knowledge. A lot is coming out, like transgendered, like androids and cyborgs, like sex trafficking, like aliens. A lot is coming out that you don't like. But guess what? You have to hear it. So you need to practice not letting your emotions bother you. And you also need to practice having faith in who you are and what you stand for. Discernment. All right. So that's enough for this message today. I'm sure I'm going to talk about this 10,000 times in 10 different videos. I am so glad that I'm able to get this video out. I was going to go and talk to you guys about this eclipse that just happened and how there was also a new moon. It was a super moon. It was Aries. It was Dragon. There was a Mercury retrograde, and there was a comet, and there was Jupiter's in conjunction with Uranus, and we don't have to talk about all that because it really doesn't matter. It's beautiful, but you're always going to get your blessings because the universe is conspiring in your favor. My name is Shayla Jade. This is Chocolate Cake 101. If you want more content, follow my page and look at some of the things on there. Shout out to all the people who have stayed connected through when I was not posting, because I got so much love through this time. You are loved. Somebody loves you. You are loved. Thank you for watching. You guys take care. My love is your love. Peace.